Well, good morning friends. Today we have English class and this class is completely dedicated to vocabulary. As you know, English is the most spoken language in the world, and without English nobody is full life. I mean to say, in European countries, African countries, American countries or India itself, we will find English and English. Though there are several languages in the world, there are more than 1000 languages in the world. However, English is the most pivotal, most important language for communication. It may be official, it may be individual, it may be movies, it may be any industry, or it may be any corporate affairs. So, in today's class, we will discuss that part of English in which you will find all the Greek roots, Arabic roots, Latin roots, French roots, everything. If you want to remember Oxford Dictionary completely, then you must understand first the basics of those words, those vocabularies. Basic words means the root and origin of words, and that origin is from your Greek language, Latin language, and something about you find in your Sanskrit languages. So here you will find number of Greek letters, Greek words in which the entire English literature is developed. In today's class we will discuss only A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H vocabulary, in which you will find at least more than 20,000 words in English literature. If you see the Oxford Dictionary or Cambridge Dictionary or any medical dictionary or engineering dictionary or IT dictionary, you will find some sort of Greek roots origins are there. For example, if I start with the A means your negative. A means negative. Actually see, if A is negative, suppose one word for your understanding, atom, A-T-O-M, atom. So if you see A wala and Tom wala, A is your negative and Tom means is your caught. That means which cannot caught further is known as atom. So Tom means is your caught, A means your negative, so atom means which cannot be caught further. Though we can caught atom as per the science, electrons, neutrons, protons, but in English literature, atom means the tiniest particle or the smallest particle. Suppose that one is AB. AB means also the negative one. If I see, suppose abnormal. If I say abnormal, that means normal is here, ab means negative. That means who is not normal is known as abnormal person. Another word is, suppose if I say acro, A-C-R-O, acro. Acro means in Greek, it's your height. Acro means your water or height, and alto means your height. So if I say altophobia, phobia means is your fear and alto means your height. So fear of height is known as your altophobia. Another word is your ambidextrous. My dear friends, ambidextrous means, if I say ambi, A-M-B-I, ambi means both. Suppose a person who is expert in left hand and right hand, we call it ambidextrous. Ambi means both and dexterous means your right hand or expert. Sometimes we use it in right hand, also sometimes we use it as expert. So a person who is expert with the left hand and right hand is known as ambidextrous. And if I say ambi both, then another word you will find ambulance. So ambulance means, if you see in the road, you will find that ambulance move in both directions. It may be left, right, east, west, north, south, anywhere it can move. So ambi means both, ambulance means it can move anywhere. Ambidextrous means if you are expert in left hand and right hand, so in this way you can connect all those things. Another is your Audi. As you know, the modern technology has been developed, and Audi is your luxury car, and that word means is your sound. So if I say Audi, that is your sound. So if it is Audi, it is your sound. And another word is audience, A-U-D-I-E-N-C, audience. If I say audible, that means whether it is clearly you can listen here or not. So audible means sound. Audience means also those persons or onlookers or the spectators. So this is your audio. Another word is your andro. If I say andro, that is A-N-D-R-O. Andro means male or human beings, those who are male. So andromania. Suppose andromania, one word. Another word is your androphobia. Androphobia. And phobia means is your fear, and mania means obsession or love. So if it is androphobia, that means androphobia means male phobia. Andromania means if you love male person. Suppose one girl is loving a male person, then andromania. Some girls who fear male person is your androphobia. If I say another word, genophobia. Genophobia. That means if you fear women. Some male persons are there, they fear also your men. So because G-Y-N, gin means is your female one. So if it is a female, that means genophobia. Another word is your X-E-N-O, genophobia. That means the same pronunciation, same sound, but geno is your stranger. Geno means stranger. And phobia means fear. If you fear stranger people, we call it your genophobia. And you have to remember the Greek word roots serially from A to Z, so that you can memorize entire Oxford Dictionary within 6 months if you regularly study for 3 hours. Another word is your ambul. Ambul means both ambidextrous, ambulance, these are the things. Another word is anti. Suppose A-N-T-E, anti. Anti means is your before. And A-N-T-I, anti means is your against. Just see these two Greek words. Suppose one river is flowing like this. One river is flowing like this. Suppose it is Ganga. Let it be Ganga. And another river, suppose, is just approaching or going to touch this main river. Then we call it antecedent. We call it antecedent. Ante means your before. So the river which is going to touch before this Ganga. So antecedent river. And this is your main river. And we call it consequent river. So these are the important things you have to keep in mind. So it is an antecedent river, and if this is another river, suppose Yamuna, Jamuna, then we call it your tributary. We call it tributary. T-R-U-B-U-A-T-A-R-Y. Tributary. Tributary means suppose Yamuna is here and it is going to touch your Ganga, then we call it tributary. Another is your tribute means dedication, surrender. Suppose Muhammad Rafi is no more, Kishore Kumar is no more, then we dedicate songs like T-Series company, Venus company, all this we have tributes to your Muhammad Ghori. So tributes means that is surrender. So you have to remember tributes, then tributary, antecedent, then your consequent river, all these rivers are there. Another word is kata and ana. I will discuss all these vocabularies in my first class. Please listen carefully. Another word is suppose kata. C-A-T-A, kata. Kata means down. अगर आप किसी चीज को काटोगे तो डाउन तो होगा ना, छोटा तो होगा ना. And another is your ana. Ana means ana, upward. So this is downward, this is upward. Suppose one mountain is here. Suppose one mountain is here. Just see my friends. Suppose one mountain is like this, Himalaya. Then if you see these winds are blowing upward, this is known as your anabatic wind. So in English literature, anabatic wind means those winds which are moving upward. And some winds are there, suppose like this. We call it katabatic winds. So katabatic means downward, anabatic means upward. Just remember. So katabatic, anabatic winds means those winds which are moving upward and those winds which are moving downward. So these are the things keep in mind. Katabatic, anabatic winds. Suppose if I say another word, anthro. This anthro you just see, A-N-T-H-R-O. And another word is anthro. This anthro and antho, there is some difference. One difference is that here in anthro you will find R. But in case of antho, you will find no R. That means, let me clear that antho means your flower. This antho means A-N-T-H-O. Antho means flower. Suppose if I say study of flower, we call it anthology. Because logy means L-O-G-Y, logy means study, S-T-U-D-Y, logy means study. So if I say anthology, then it is study of flower, right? If I say anthropology, because anthro means human being, anthro, A-N-T-H-R-O. But whenever it is A-N-T-H-O, it is your flower. When I say A-N-T-H-R-O, it is your male or human beings. You can say, better to say human beings. So anthropology means your study of human beings, study of human behavior. So there are so many departments: anthropology, sociology, psychology, all these things are there. If I say psychology, suppose, so logy means study, psych means actually mind. If I say psychology, psych is in Greek, P-S-Y-C-H-E, not P-S-Y wala. Psy is a famous singer from your South Korea. Anyway, psych means your mind. And if I say psychology, then study of mind and behavior. So logy means study, psycho means your study of mind. Anyway, if I say psycho, P-S-Y-C-H-O, psycho, then it is your out of mind. Some persons, they do not have reasoning power, logical power. That means what is wrong, what is right, what is good, what is bad, what is left, what is right. So in this connection, psycho means a person having no sense, no judging capacity is known as a psycho. And psychology means study of mind. And if I say psychiatrist, so psychiatrist means a doctor or a healer who treats your mind. Suppose somebody is frustrated due to so many number of fellows, then he will go to psychiatrist, not doctor. Then psychiatrist will listen everything. After that, he will try to heal your mind. That is known as your psychiatrist. So psychologist, psychiatrist, psychology, psycho, psych, all these words are related to mind. If you do not know all these meanings, alright, just remember this psych, you will find entire meaning of those English literature words related to psych. Anyway, now shall I wipe out this? Let me wipe out. This is your complete. Another is your antho. I have already completed. And orintho means flower. O-R-I-N-T-H-O. Orintho means actually flower. That is also ornithology means study of flower. And if I say bell, another word is your bell, B-E-L-L. So bell is, just see this, B-E-L-L. It is not the bell of temple. It is not the bell of temple. Actually, in Greek literature, bell means fighting. Bell means aggressive. Bell means violence. So violence, aggressive is known as your bell. So if I say belligerent, that means a person who is very aggressive. In case of Pakistan also we use that Pakistan or any other country who is aggressive or in a mood to fight with India, they are not belligerent parties. So belligerent parties, you may say, suppose India is, actually India has never fought any type of war. That means India never attacked any country at first. Since 1 lakh years, so better to say belligerent means those who are aggressive parties. Suppose in normal conversation we lose temper, that means belligerent, very aggressive. Bellful, B-E-L-L-F-U-L. Bellful means a person full of aggressiveness. If you talk little bit, you lose temper. That is baleful. So bel means fighting, belligerent means your fightful, and baleful means also that is having fighting attitude. This is the thing you have to remember, keep in mind. Another is your carni. Carni means actually C-A-R-N-I. Carni means your meat or place. Carni means your meat or place. That means if I say carnivorous, C-A-R-N-I-V-O-R-O-U-S, carnivorous. O-U-S means that is in case of fuller. So carnivorous means those animals who eat human flesh. So another word is herbivorous. Actually, herb means your grass wala, vegetation wala. So herbivorous means those animals who eat on grass, who live on grass only. And omnivorous means O-M-N-I, omnivorous means those who eat flesh and your grass is known as omnivorous. For example, man is omnivorous. We take also some trees items, plant items, and also we simultaneously take those things which are flesh items, right? So you have to keep in mind carnivorous. If I say cannibalism, C-A-N-N-I-B-A-L-I-S-M, cannibalism means practicing or practicing of eating human flesh. Some people are in the world, also some people from around the world, they practice eating human flesh. Actually, human flesh is so sweet that they love to eat. But it's not good, it's very indecent to take those human flesh things. So keep in mind, just for your examination's sake, cannibalism means eating of those human flesh. So this is your over. Another thing is epidemic. Epidemic means spreading of negative things. Epidemic means, just see this word, E-P-I-D-E-M-I-C. Epidemic means spreading of negative things. So epidemic means suppose cholera, suppose AIDS, suppose plague. It's just like moving and it has no boundary. It's known as epidemic. And another word is your pan. Just you see this pan wala, P-A-N, pan. Pan means all. So pandemic means suppose plague is spreading from Gujarat to your Madhya Pradesh, then Rajasthan, then Jharkhand, then Chhattisgarh, Andhra, Odisha, then from Odisha to Bangladesh, then Bangladesh to Myanmar, then Myanmar to China. All these things, then that means you are pandemic. Pan means all. Pan America means all the American people, all the American countries, states, territories, areas. If I say trans, that's same thing. T-R-A-N-S. So Trans-Siberian Railway. Suppose actually Trans-Siberian Railway means, if you see Russia part in Asia, in Russia is the biggest country, you will find from left to right, that is Trans-Siberia. Even Australia also you will find from Perth to Sydney, Trans-Australian Railway. But in our India there is no Trans-Indian Railway. But suppose if Government of India takes some steps, we will have Pan-Indian Railway. Pan means all. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, if one railway line is there, we call it Trans-Indian Railway. Actually there is no such Trans-Indian Railway. For your understanding, I am telling this trans thing. So keep in mind trans. And trans means also, if I say transparent. Transparent means which is visible, clear. Opposite is your opaque, O-P-A-Q-U-E. So we'll discuss in another class that about your synonym and antonyms. Anyway, transparent means is your visible. So keep in mind all these words. Another word is your feeling or patho. Then your photo. That means you have to remember what is actually photo. Photo means, that is, suppose photo, that means your light, image, we call photo. If it is photogenic, P-H-O-T-O-G-E-N-I-C, photogenic means suppose you are looking very photogenic. That means means you are marvelous. Your face is as per the camera. Suppose you are looking at me and myself is photogenic. Or suppose who is shooting me is inside the class, he is very photogenic. That means he has a posture, gesture, body language, everything is fit for camera. Then what is camera? Camera means if you shoot, if you record from far distance is known as your camera. Very simple things. And lens means if you zoom it, close it, all these things aspects are done by your camera wala, lens wala things. So please remember, photo means light, photogenic means is your as per the camera requirement. And if I say photosphere, that means light sphere, which is in the sun. That is photosphere. And if I say photophobia, phobia means fear. So photophobia means fear of light. If you fear light, that is photophobia. And the unit of this light or luminous intensity is known as this is your lux. Lux is one company. And in literature, we say lux means that is unity, SI unit of luminous intensity. So luminous intensity is your lux. Suppose if you say love means affection, likeness, fond of. If you care somebody, that is you are in love. I love you, that means I care you. I have some sort of feelings. And this is your love. But in case of literature, if it is sports, this love means actually a term used in badminton, right? So love 1, love 2 is a term which is used in badminton. For your convenience, I am telling. And badminton is the national game of your Malaysia. Never confuse with China, it is your table tennis. So anyway, and if I have feelings love, we call it patho. P-A-T-H-O. P-A-T-H-O. If I say patho, P-A-T-H-O, patho means feeling. So pathology means a laboratory. Logy means study. And patho means feeling. Feeling study is known as your pathology. That is laboratory. And patho means also disease. So patho means disease. So disease study is done in the laboratory. So pathology or laboratory, we call it that researchers are there. They research about the disease. We call it pathology. So patholab is another word. Please remember patholab. So all these things are there. Anyway, and another is your biblio. Please remember, biblio means this wala biblio means book. So bibliomania means is your book, love of your books. And bibliophobia means if you fear wala book. अगर आपको डर लगता है book तो bibliophobia. अगर आपको like है तो bibliomania. All these things you have to keep in mind. Another is your bio. Bio means actually life. Bio means life. If I say biology, that means study of life. Biotic means that is something which has life. If I say abiotic, A means negative. And biology, abiotic means that is something which has no life. So biotic means life, abiotic means which has no life. So biotic, abiotic components just you have to keep for your IS examination, which will be asked from science section. Another word is your dorm. Just you see dorm. Dorm means actually D-E-R-M, dorm. Dorm means that is your skin. So if I say dermatologist, that is skin doctor. Like your Dormicul, one powder you will find in market. So Dormicul is one powder, top, T-A-L-C, top. So another thing. And if I say itchy dog, then we say like elephant has thick skin, that is dog, itchy dog. Another is your geronto. Geronto actually means old. So gerontology means your study of old people. So gerontology. Dynamo means actually energy. Dynamo means energy. So if I say dynamic, energetic, just imagine Lord Krishna was very dynamic. Or Shakespeare was a very dynamic writer, dramatist. So that is your we say dynamo. And dynamo means energy. producing machine, that is your dynamo, invented by great scientists, might have heard. So you have to keep in mind that Guaranto, then door, all this vocabulary for your examination. And for your information, these Greek words, Greek roots, Latin roots, French roots, Arabic roots, Sanskrit roots, Korean roots, your Bengali roots, all these roots have been concentrated at one point, that is your English. That's why we call English is the father of all languages and Sanskrit is the mother of all